Hey everybody, it's me, MJ the Gray. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about handbags and a few things in between. Today I'm going to talk about handbags, and it's going to be a comparison video between two camera bags that I own. One of these is fairly popular. The other one, I guess, is not so popular. They're very comparable bags as far as space goes and functionality. And they are the Quince camera bag, the Quince Crossbody bag, but it's a camera bag essentially, and the Portland Leather Goods camera bag, formerly known as a toaster bag in small. So here they are. I have this one in the black pebbled leather, I believe.
Morning editing, MJ here. Hello. I know that in the video I mentioned that the Portland Leather toaster bag in black is pebbled. It's not pebbled. It's like this full grain tumbled leather. It's obviously not pebbled. The Quince Crossbody cognac is pebbled, but not the Portland Leather. For some reason I thought it was when I initially bought it, but when I looked at it and I read the description, it's just a fine grain tumbled thing. Oh, hi baby. Kid's here. Bye.
And this is in a cognac color pebbled leather. They're both pebbled leather camera bags. And I just want to do a quick comparison about them as far as size goes and capacity. With the Quince, I just did a review on this bag not too long ago. It fits quite a bit. I guess you can call it like a tiny but mighty bag because it fits a good amount of things. It's like kind of snug in there, but it's well organized because of the shape. I think that's what I like about camera bags, is because they're like a rectangular an east-west silhouette. So it makes it easy to like organize your things and put things together and still find them at the same time. And this bag is a little bit more structured than the Portland Leather. It has piping around each side, so I think that keeps it the structure a little bit more. And it doesn't look very slouchy. It always looks pretty sturdy, pretty structured. And then here is the Portland Leather. Not as structured as the Quince bag. It doesn't have piping. It's just like a seam, as you could see right there, just kind of, you know, sewed together based on what it is on the inside. It's also not lined like the Quince bag is. It has like the Quince Crossbody bag has like a linen cotton blend lining. The Portland Leather bags are not, as you know. It's just kind of like the raw suede hide. And then this one has an actual outside pocket, a slip pocket where you can put your phone. So like I can easily put my phone in there. It fits really wonderfully, and I think you can even fit like a bigger phone in there. I have also put like my Kindle in there. It actually like fits really nicely in there. It's a little snug, but it like fits well in there. If you wish to keep a little bit of shape in the bag, having like the Kindle out here, it's actually not a bad move. Right now I have it stuffed just for the purpose of the video. I stuffed it so it can look a little bit more shapen, because it is a very slouchy bag, as I'll show you. Yeah, it's a very squishy, malleable contraption. So it has this slip on the outside, and then in here it also has another slip pocket. No zippers whatsoever, so you can, you know, organize yourself a little bit. With the Quince bag, I don't know if I mentioned it, there is a little slip pocket, but it's zippered. So if you want to keep things more organized and safe, protected, you've got the zipper. The Portland Leather does not, it just has a slip. And actually this is where typically my Kindle lives, in here. And that, like I mentioned, it does provide and give it a little bit more shape. In fact, I'll go ahead and I'll demo that. Right now I'm using my Uniqlo round mini shoulder. Everything I have in here will fit in either of these bags. It's great. She'll usually live in here, and it gives it a little bit more shape, a little bit more structure on the other side. It's a great little setup. One thing I wanted to talk about was the dimensions that are claimed in the website. So for the Portland Leather small camera bag, now, little recap. When I bought this, it was the only bag they had that was in camera style. At the time, they called it the toaster bag, but since then they have rebranded a few of their styles, and this is now branded as the Portland Leather Goods small camera bag. They do have a bigger one now, and I've looked into it, and it might be a bag that I'm entertaining to get one day, because I really find the camera bag style very useful for my lifestyle. And the larger camera bag, like I think it's like 2 inches bigger. I think I have to double check, and 1 inch taller. If I recall correctly, it's kind of on my list. I haven't decided whether I want to get that or not, because I am very conflicted with what kind of color and leather material I would want in that style. But that is a Portland leather good enthusiast problem. It's a small, and this is dimensioned at 7.5 wide going this way, 7.5 inches wide, 5 inches height, 2 inch deep. So keep that in mind. I'll probably put the dimensions titled here somewhere in the video. For the Quince bag, the website on the Quince camera website is 8.5 inches wide, so this way, 6 inches in height, and 3 inches deep. When I compare these two next to each other, I feel like the Portland leather one is wider. I feel like this portion is wider than the Quince camera bag, but the Quince makes up for it in the height because it is an inch or so higher. Yeah, it's definitely an inch higher than the Portland leather. I have them aligned up as best as possible. I don't even know if like my comparison makes justice. I don't think it does. But to me, it does look like it's higher, the Quince camera bag, and the description does mention that. But the fact that this is 8.5 wide and this is 7.5 wide, meaning it's basically saying that this is a whole inch taller, has me skeptical. I'm trying to line them up right now, trying to see if there is some truth to that. I don't feel like there is, because really trying hard, you see that the Portland leather one does look like it's an inch taller. Now, the only thing I could think of is that new camera bags that they're manufacturing now is probably a little smaller than the original. And they did it in order to differentiate between the new size, which is the large camera bag. So that's the only reason I can think of. I've been trying to look far and wide as to whether what are the changes between the small and the big camera bag versus the toaster bag. I'm gonna keep searching. I'm sure someone I can probably ask that question at the Portland Leather Goods Facebook groups that I'm in. I could probably discuss that, but I feel like this is definitely not 7.5. I think this is more of an 8.5 or wider. Yeah, so who knows? Maybe I'm gonna have to buy, for science, I'm gonna have to buy a large camera bag from Portland Leather. Yeah, but I think we're gonna have to do that for science. Yeah, not for hobby purposes. I thought that was a really interesting nuance that I'm finding from the Portland Leather camera bag versus the Quince. I'll have to do a little, I'll have to measure it on my own to see what it shows up on my end with my measuring tape. I'll probably put that on the B-roll or at the end of the video to see what kind of results we get. Also do I'll show what fits on my, at least on my typical carry for both bags. I love that I own these two bags because it's for two different moods. If I'm feeling a little bit more chic and more put together, polished, I like this bag because I feel like it holds all of my things and it looks nice and structured, yes, yet simple. So for minimalist, more polished looks, I like this. I like to carry this bag. When I'm feeling a little bit more carefree, I'm not really going for that polished look. I am going for a simple look, but a more chill aesthetic. I like to wear the Portland Leather camera bag because she's slouchy. I like how she slouches. I just like how there's a little hobo-ness to her, I think. You can wear this with anything. It's black. The last time I wore this bag, I think I was for the Ren Fair a few weekends ago. I was wearing my typical Ren Fair garb. I was a very a flowery maiden. I have this flowy dress, and I don't know what the vibe. Ren Fair people, Y'all know. This bag kind of goes really well with that because it's a very, you know, it's a functional bag, but it's also very carefree, and there's a lot of, there's like a ruggedness to this bag that I really enjoy. This is a bag that I would take with me like on a road trip, state road trip, which we've done before. This is like the perfect bag because it's very like chuck and go, carefree. I don't have to baby it. The more you chuck it around and it goes through bumps and stuff, the more character it kind of creates. There's nothing to be afraid of as far as if there's like a little scratch or something, you know, it buffs off. It has like this coating that seems to be really resistant to a lot of wear. And it would be perfect for just, you know, driving across the country, or if we're going to go to like a nice little bar. It just goes with everything. So this is what I envisioned my bag going. I would love to take her out on a road trip once we get there again as a family. My husband and I used to go on a lot of road trips prior to children. This is what I love that bag for. And then this one is a more polished look. I like to take this one on vacations. I think this is a really good like minimalist, polished, put together look if we're like traveling to another city or a resort or something. This is like a really nice carry. So yeah, that's just like a quick comparison between my Portland leather camera bag and my Quince Crossbody / camera bag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have a video either reviewing the PLG or the Quince camera bag, like either of these styles, let me know. I'm always here to watch other reviewers, other content creators who talk about handbags. Send them my way, please. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Welcome to my TED Talk. Just kidding. We're doing camera bag showdown. Sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm actually really tired. It's been a long day. Got a lot to do. All right, so we're gonna measure the Portland leather, formerly known as a toaster bag, now called the camera bag. So I'm just trying to find the best way on how to measure. So I decided to flatten it like that because it's a very malleable bag. You know, I had to make it work. So I think based on this, I see that it's like more like 9.5 inches in like that width or length or however you want to call it, versus the 7 or whatever that the website supposedly says it is. And then we're gonna check the height. And the height, it's gonna take a minute for me to figure that out. 6, 5.5, 6. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna see what fits in it. While I put my stuff in there, I gotta tell you guys, I wore this the other day, and it did that thing where it like flipped on me, where it was like I had it open because I was putting stuff in and out, and then I had to get up, and then it flipped, and it like almost, like my stuff almost all flew out, and I was kind of upset. And I've heard that about other Portland leather crossbody type bags. Like I think the I can't remember the names of them, but there's one that's like more square, and apparently that happens to that bag, but this has never happened to me with this bag. But anyway, so yep, phone, you know, as soon as you fill this bag up, it starts to kind of create some structure. Yeah, so as you can see, everything fits in there wonderfully. Also, I feel really embarrassed that I kept saying that this was pebbled leather. It's not. It's more of a full grain tumbled leather. I'm going to make that correction in other parts of the video. Okay, so here we go with the Quince Crossbody bag and Cognac. This is a pebbled leather for sure. As mentioned before, the dimensions on this one is very, very accurate to what the website says. So I'm happy about that. And that's, you know, all fine and dandy. Yeah, so I ran the number. You know, it's possible that Portland leather goods, their whole measurement criteria may be like ballpark, like more or less. Maybe it's not always perfect. Granted, my black Portland leather toaster bag I did get like not almost perfect. I got it like normal, or what should be perfect, but like, you know, nothing's perfect. So I don't know. There's a lot of discussion. I'm really looking forward to seeing what people have to say about the Portland leather toaster / camera bag size. If anyone has that insight, I am so welcome and looking forward to hearing anyone's feedback. I haven't had a chance to research a whole lot, so it would be very helpful. Yeah, so this one bulks up a little bit when you stuff it, but like, you know what? It's not like uncomfortable. Like when I have to shuffle for stuff, I don't feel like I have to compromise anything. So here, there you are, next to each other. I really love my camera crossbody bags. I'm surprised I don't have more, but like, you know, I'm trying to switch things up. I'm trying to keep variety. Thanks everybody. Bye.